Netflix is maybe going to buy Warner Brothers Discovery. This news came out last week. There's still tons of regulatory hurdles to get over to make this happen. Netflix bypassed Warner Brothers board, offered more money directly to shareholders, and that deal has been accepted. Although there are huge regulatory hurdles, there are bipartisan concerns about consolidation in the streaming industry, all this type of thing. But what is kind of interesting and is germane to us is that Netflix would have control of HBO, HBO Max, including Game of Thrones, Harry Potter, the DC Universe, Casablanca, everything Warner Brothers has ever done. So it's that's a pretty huge deal. So do you think having all those properties and all of HBO stuff and DC and everything over at Netflix is a good idea, a bad idea? The big one is that do we want the number one and the number three streaming platform merging together? Because, I mean, if you have Netflix and HBO Max together, I mean, as someone who has both, we have free Netflix through T Mobile, and then I pay for HBO Max, I would be reduced down to one membership, maybe, which is convenient, but it's also that membership's basically uncancelable. But if those who like this basically makes Netflix, if you watch things, you're going to have a Netflix membership because they have 2/3 of streaming content. The only missing party is Disney Plus, obviously. But yeah, it is honestly the streaming consolidation is starting to feel like cable. I am patiently waiting for someone to offer a streaming bundle, and life will have fully come full circle in
Yeah.
20 years.
They've
Like,
we've fixed so many problems that we have what we started with, and it's just cable again.
here's what I
Mm.
find funny though with this industry consolidation. Our Comcast could have done this 20 years ago. They could have killed Netflix on the vine. Not necessarily Blockbuster, but Comcast could have simply started their own streaming service, and we wouldn't be having this conversation right now. That's the part I find funny if I'm Comcast, is I'm getting lapped by a company who was nothing 20 years ago, and you had all the power. SBG, all of them, the lot of them, did not bother to innovate at all and kept everything behind these expensive subscriptions. And I laughed that we're about to end up right back where we started if this deal actually goes through.